Hello everybody, I'm Hope and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Fate Stay Night, Reality Nua version. Previously, we had a lot of exposition and a lot of crazy dialogue with Rin and Shiro together. Sharon basically barely survived getting gutted by Berserker, which we now know is Heracles, which is pretty fucking neat. We got the bibliography uh, of all the servants and all that stuff. Not of the ones we haven't met yet, and Archer's still a mystery. But hey, we got a book. The book is pretty sweet. We got info in there. We got skills. I mean, Fate really is D&D, like, just to a T. It's pretty freaking cool on that front. I like D&D. I don't play it much, but I really like it. Always been a sucker for RPGs anyway. So, just a lot of expository dialogue last episode, but it was fun. I actually really enjoyed reading it. It was a lot of fun, a lot of twists and turns, and I'm just enjoying where the story is heading. I'm very excited to see what happens next, as I believe the plot's going to progress now, and we're going to enter some pretty untreaded waters, since I can't really fathom what would happen, but why don't we go ahead and get started? So, yeah. Is it because Tosaka went home and my tension disappeared? My body feels dull, so I lay down in the living room. I stave off the returning nausea by lying on my side. The clock ticks in the silent living room. Yeah. All this stuff is like crazy nonsense to Shiro. I mean, what's the meaning to it? Why are we doing this? I mean, needless to say, Shiro asked a lot of fair questions to Kirei previously. I still don't understand what it is. The only thing I'm sure of is that it's beyond me. It would feel more real if I had more interest in the Holy Grail. Wow. That's an interesting perspective. I do wonder if that's just like some stroke of luck, or maybe Kiritsugu's like beyond the grave. Shiro, never touch cups. Okay? Dad, what the fuck? I'd love to drink. Not until you're 21, but don't touch cups. And that was how Shiro learned to never touch a cup. A grail said to make wishes come true. I don't know what kind of a thing it is, but it's an artifact that can even summon these things called servants. It might not go as far as granting any wish, but it should have more than enough value for any magus to want it. But still, I'm not interested in it. It's true that I'm dubious about its reality, but accepting that easy way to reach a goal feels like cheating myself. It really is, Shiro. It really is. But this is a fight for a single chair. No matter what your expectations are, as long as you enter it, you can't survive unless you defeat your enemies. And depending on your methods, defeating other masters might result in harm to innocent people. That's why. Oh. Kirei, stop talking to me in my mind, you sick bastard. Yorokobe shonen. Yorokobe, Shiro. Shiro, trust the cup. Trust the cup, Shiro. No, Shiro, don't trust the cup. It's just a battle of, what do I do? Do I trust the cup, or do I just destroy the cup? Meanwhile, Saber's just screaming, Ree! My reason for fighting is not to win the Holy Grail War. Every hero needs a supervillain to fight. It is to stop those that would try to win it by any means possible. I feel dizzy again. It's only natural. Even if it appears to be back to normal, My body was almost split in half a few hours ago. There's no way this sickness will go away quickly. It seems more likely that it'll continue for the rest of my life. Because I was almost killed 3 times in a day. Talk about irony. If someone weak joins a battle, it's natural for him to get hurt. As compensation for my lack of strength, I almost lost my body. Ugh, poor Saber. And she was wounded protecting me. I get up. Yeah. Saber, come on, Shiro. We gotta, like, how... Is she, like, in spirit form right now? Resting? Because I really want to talk to her and see if she's okay. What am I doing? I totally forgot about her because Tosaka was here. No. I unconsciously avoided thinking about her. Coward. I've been avoiding recalling the girl who was wounded because of me. The one that was bleeding miserably because of me. I really like how Shiro's able to call himself out for his own weakness and his own relatability as a human, because we as humans sometimes will shove things to the back of our minds and force ourselves to forget, even if it's not the right thing to do. I've been there a lot, and I can relate to that with Shiro just so very much, and I really like that characterization for him. I pull my wrestling body together and stand up. Tosaka didn't say anything about Saber. She said she and Saber brought me here, but she said nothing more. The fact I need to know most if she, the one wounded by Berserker, is alright or not. I look through the house, bearing the dizziness. I look around where someone could be, all the guest rooms, but I cannot find Saber. You'd think it'd be easy to find an anime girl LARPing, but damn! There's no sign of the brave, armor-clad Saber anywhere around the house. Tosaka said servants can become spirits, but I can't do that. No, first of all, because of the command spells, dummy. I don't understand who she is nor how she exists. This is like a new soldier being given a tank. That's a good fucking point. Yeah, can't really teach a old dog new tricks sometimes. I really like that line though, how it's like giving a new soldier a tank. That is such a great reflection for the situation at hand here, and it's just like actually a perfect analogy. That was pretty good. I complain. Well, the lucky thing is, this tank has an autopilot function. Even if the driver is terrible, the tank will fight on its own. That's one advantage to this tank. I mean, Saber really isn't a tank, per se. I mean, I would have argued that Lancelot... No, Lancelot was more like a glass cannon. Who would be the tank? I mean, Ryder could be a tank. I mean, Iskandar Ryder, not this game's Ryder, because I don't know who that one is. Angry at my thoughts, I hit my head against the wall. Bro, I feel like Shiro really does think too much, and really does, like, compare himself and, like, beat himself up, and fuck me. Like, seriously, I don't mean to be that guy, like, oh my god, it's so relatable. But it really is relatable to me. And relatability isn't the only thing that makes a character great. But I really appreciate how realistic Shiro is being portrayed, and honestly, I fucking feel him so fucking much. If I were in this situation, this is exactly how I'd be thinking. I know it may be different for others, but I know for a damn fact that I'd be like this too. I apologize to the blonde-haired girl in my head. No. Now, I feel like I have to find her and confirm her safety. Damn it. I searched throughout the house. It's a big house, but I didn't play hide and seek here with Fujine as a kid for nothing. I know the efficient way to search this place. If I haven't found her after searching this much, then... I mean, you could definitely check the shed. There are several possibilities, but I don't even consider the possibility that she's not here anymore. Good, good. She said she would protect me, so I don't think she would leave this place. Yes, come on, go to the shed. It suddenly hits me. Not the house, not the not the house, not the yard, nor the shed where we first met. Where we first met. Come to think of it, there is another large building in this place. Oh, the dojo! The dojo! Really? I hurry. I head to the dojo, separated from the main building. I'm a bit tense. If she's not here, I will have to admit that she is gone. Huh? That makes me realize the inconsistency. Even though I know nothing about her, I want her to stay. Wow. We're gonna find like a napping Saber in here, maybe? A wooden floored room with nothing unnecessary. The dojo built only to train oneself in. In this silent place in the faint sunlight, there she was. Aw, Saber. She's meditating, trying to heal herself. Oh, so cute. I love her little outfit. It's so adorable. Oh my goodness. She is sitting there naturally. A space filled with tranquility. The sunlight shining in is white, and it makes her and the dojo into one. I can see nothing amiss in her dignified posture. Just by sitting there, she stiffens the air in the dojo. But there's nothing cold about it. It's because her figure is so pure it makes me forget even about the cold winter air. Even the sound of my breath is a nuisance. The girl, sitting Japanese style in the corner of the dojo, is definitely the girl from last night. The girl who appeared just before I was killed by Lancer, and the girl that mercilessly slashed him with her sword. Her golden hair that was reflecting the blue moonlight is now one with the warm sunlight. That really makes me remember. This is exactly what I felt when I first saw her. The girl clad in armor slashing her sword to silently overwhelm her opponent. And I wasn't surprised by how out of world that scene was. It doesn't matter what she's wearing. It probably wouldn't change even if she was covered in mud. The girl that moved me deeply is still in front of me. That is why I forget even to breathe, and continue to stare at her. Forgetting about Masters, the Holy Grail War, and everything. In this instant, I have completely accepted Saber. Wow, that was fucking so beautiful. That was an amazing little chunk of dialogue there. Damn. Gotta say, I'm gonna have to agree. Like, the perspective of how Saber, the air that she carries with the way she acts, the way she moves, how dignified she is, her posture, the respectful tone she speaks, the elegance of her just her in general is so profoundly beautiful that it's almost otherworldly. And oftentimes, to any outsider, sure, Saber's a badass, but she is just a little girl, and she's beautiful and adorable and sweet, even if she doesn't really show it that much. So it can be hard to see her having to live such a rugged and almost chaotic lifestyle with the war that she had to fight and the battles she has to endure. If you remember, Kiritsugu was one that hated that aspect of the world, is placing innocent children, innocent girls like Saber in their predicament, because Kiritsugu didn't necessarily hate Saber, nor did he pity. Well, he did pity in a way. He didn't look down on her. He was more just saddened and sickened by the situation that she was in. And I feel like Shiro might have a similarity there. It'll be a little bit different. It'll be skewed towards an outer perspective, but I feel like it'll be similar that in that way as well. Saber opens her eyes as if awakening from sleep. Yes. Oh. My disappointed voice echoes loudly through the dojo. Saber stands up, perhaps noticing the sound. I walk towards her, still not knowing what to say. Yay! Hi, Saber! It's so good to see you. You sure can change rather quickly. I can't wait to see more more relaxed and calm Saber, because she's still acting her normal Saber-like way. But I'm excited to really delve deep into her character some more, because, you know, this is the original material for her character. And I fucking look forward to that. A calm voice, her voice echoing through the dojo as if permeating it, is surprisingly suited to this place. I answer with a dull head. When Saber gets really close to you, that's when the big ooh, blushy blush, bleed from the nose, metapod happens. The golden-haired girl approaches me. I love it. I quickly step back to get away from Saber. Huh? Looking away from Saber, who is tilting her head questioningly, I calm down my pounding heart. What the fuck am I so tense about? What am I so tense about? Remember, Shiro, do not be horny. What the fuck? I take a deep breath, but it doesn't seem to die down quickly. In fact, I don't think it ever will. Yeah, it's the clothes, isn't it? But it's also her personality going from, you know, that battle style, you know, to just, Shiro, are you ill? Kind of. I complain without meaning to. Saber's clothes have changed dramatically since yesterday. She's wearing normal clothes, completely unlike her armor. It's rather unexpected and I'm troubled by it. She is terribly beautiful. I thought I figured that out yesterday, but it really hits me now. Perhaps her armor looks so surreal that I didn't notice yesterday. But if she dresses like a girl, as a healthy guy, I'm troubled.
Shiro.
I tense up the moment our eyes meet. But I didn't look for her so as to not talk to her. I'm troubled, but I can't stay quiet forever.
Saber だったよな。こうやって落ち着いて話すのは初めてだけど。
I make up my mind to talk to her. And then...
Shiro, 話の前に昨夜の件について言っておきたいことがあります。
I like this sprite of hers. She's like in business, ready to talk it out. Love that sprite. Oh fuck.
いいけど、なんだよ、話って。
She interrupts my words with a sullenness that makes her earlier calmness seem like an illusion. Yeah, I can agree with that actually. She's able to snap like a dime, really.
ですから昨夜の件です。
Yeah. That's what you said, Saber. I gotcha.
シロは私のマスターでしょう。そのあなたが、
Oh.
あのような行動をしては困る。戦闘は私の領分なのですから、シロは自分の役割に徹してください。自分から無駄死にをされては、私でも守りようがない。
Honestly, I really do enjoy the way that Fate plays around with the master-servant relationships. The different perspectives that people treat masters and servants. Like, Rin's perspective is very traditional for what masters and servants are like. And Saber's are very traditional as well. But she seems... What I like about Saber is, unlike Archer, or probably even Lancer, they genuinely will respect their master and do anything for their master because, you know, it's their master. But when you have a wonderful person like Shiro who can kind of defer that standard to such a different degree, it's just a beautiful kind of change to see with the relationship there. Iskandar and Waver showed this off quite well in Fate Zero. But really, I'm liking the way that Fate's tackling this because this is the original game. You know, this is before Zero ever came out, and they were already doing a good job with this, just to show that it's not so black and white with master servants and how they react and get along with each other. Because it can be totally one-sided or really only kind of a means to an end for the servant and master to work together to get their goal. but I just genuinely enjoy this kind of stuff. Saber says so clearly. That makes the tension I was feeling vanish.
なんだよそれ。あの時はああでもしなけりゃお前が切られてたじゃないか。
Yeah, no kidding, Saber, come on. But again, she's prepared for that.
その時は私が死ぬだけでしょう。シローが傷つくことではなかった。繰り返しますが、今後あのような行動はしないように。マスターであるあなたが私をかばう必要はありませんし、そんな理由もないでしょう。
Also, to peel back onto Saber's character, this is taking a lot of what her character is, and slowly and organically displaying it to the player. Because you can think of it as simply, this is just her personality. She is just very akin to the servant relationship, but she's actually showing the personality that she displays a lot in Zero. And now I know Zero is a bit contested for the way that Saber is written in it, because the author of Zero doesn't like Saber's character and has a very biased set of ideals that that conflict with Saber. So they kind of shafted Saber inadvertently, because their opinion on what a king should be, they didn't leave it as gray as it should have been. They kind of tried to proclaim Iskandar as correct in that sense, when honestly Saber and Iskandar are both wrong and correct in ways. It's a gray scenario. But I think Saber's character, if you can actually analyze it and can properly understand it, in Zero is a good lead up into this game. Because as you can see from this line, please do not take such an action again. There is no need for my master to protect me. And there's no reason for it either. There's no reason for it either really sticks out to me, because Saber is about doing everything herself. Having everything piled up on her shoulders and not letting anyone in, not letting anyone help her. She is the one to do everything. She's basically the strong mom. Honestly, Saber could be a fucking great mom. God, imagine mommy Saber. Yes. But that comes to a detriment, because when people's ideas conflict with hers, she will simply denounce it, because she's the one doing her thing. And it's not that she is like just being a jerk about it. It's just who Saber is. What she's doing is what she's doing. That can't change. And that's how people started to disagree with her and started to want to do things differently. And by doing things differently, you slowly create this void, this rift-like conflict where that disagreement can spark, which I believe is the Mordred and Saber split. We still don't know exactly how, like, the specifics to why the kingdom fell, but we do know in Arthurian legend, in most versions of Arthurian legend, that it was Mordred who created an uprising. So it is very interesting that they are already portraying to the player that Saber carries everything on her shoulders, everything is on her own, she does everything. If she dies, so be it. She does have her regrets, of course, but it is very good storytelling and writing by Nasu to indirectly but directly slap this in your face for the time being while you're playing. So it is pretty fucking fantastic. Anyway, let's continue. She speaks plainly. She is speaking so practically that... I love that. I really do. I do, Shiro. I fucking love that. I agree with you. Again, you don't need a reason to save anybody, but honestly, it's... I know a lot of people are going to disagree with this view, as it does feel like tired and cliched and, you know, kind of an old school point of view, but this isn't all dudes. Most guys want to protect women, want to protect girls, because it's just wired in our DNA. It's wired in our core. Obviously, there's some who would, you know, do bad things, but like me, I of course want to help everybody, but there's something that sparks within us as guys when we see a girl in need that we need to help them. It's sort of similar to a mother's paternal instincts with her child. It's in our DNA. I reply unconsciously. Yeah, this just came out because it's in us to want to do this. The little surprise face was so cute. Oh, I need that Sprite, man. I need that Sprite! Maybe she was surprised at being yelled at, but she pauses for a moment as if I've done something unexpected. And then she stares at me with indescribable dignity. I back up a bit being stared at. Her look makes me realize that I've said something really out of place, and it embarrasses me.
ともかくうちまで運んでくれたのは助かった。それに関しては礼を言う。
それはどうも。サーバントがマスターを守護するのは当たり前ですが、感謝をされるのは嬉しい。シロは礼儀正しいのですね。
Oh, already establishing a wonderful relationship. Let's go. I know by the end of this we're gonna get giggity. But hey, for now we gotta start things slow. In all seriousness, I'm very happy Saber has a route because I'm a sucker for romance and stuff like that. So I'm excited to see it, played out here. Not played out in like a general sense. I mean, it's gonna be slowly and organically built. And I'm bucking down for that. I'm really excited. Sure, you are polite, dummy, but I guess in some ways he dictates himself to not be polite for blurting things out and for being a bit brash about certain things. More importantly, there's something I need to clarify right now. It's something I should have asked right after I got home yesterday. If she is really my servant, and if she is really taking part in this war... Aww, yay! I am your sword. It's low-key, like, reminds me of sort of like a the relationship between Shiro and Saber kind of reminds me of a sword in a sheath. Like, I mean, it's very paralleled to, the fact that Saber uses a fucking sword that has a sheath, but it feels like that to me. Like, can you see that? I hope I'm not alone here. Her saying "I am your sword" really makes me believe that Shiro's like the sheath for her. Like, the thing that Saber needs most is that protection and that guidance to understand that she doesn't have to do everything alone, and that she can accept being a normal person, and that she can accept doing regular things. She doesn't have to do everything. She's protected. Even if she's a strong, battle-scarred, pained woman, like a sword with scratches upon it, that sheath will always find its way back to her. It's her home. Sorry to get really, like, mushy and, like, weird there, but that's honestly my thoughts. I know I tend to talk a lot during these Let's Plays, but that's what I prefer to do. I mean, this is a game about reading and analyzing the characters, and this is a good story. I want to just get everything that I can with the story, and I'm hoping, I'm sure some will be skipping through the video, but for all of you that are sticking around during the entire video, or even if you have to pause and come back, I just want to say thank you very much. I really do appreciate it, and it means a lot to me. I hope you've been enjoying my little discussions on Fate. Saber says so without the slightest hesitation. There's no room for me to question her about it. Yeah, I suppose that's what it is, right?
シロはそのために私を呼び出したのではないのですか？
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, Saber's previous master wanted the Holy Grail. Shiro's like, I have no idea why this is happening to me. I didn't ask for this. This just sort of happened. Like, it's pretty fucking cool. I like Saber's sprite there,
違
though.
う。俺がお前を呼び出したのは
Actually, I have no idea how I summoned you. I can't say it was by pure accident. No, first of all, I didn't even summon her. She just appeared when I was in danger and saved me with her own decision. The result is the situation we are in. I became Saber's master, and I was dragged into this thing called the Holy Grail War. Not one bit of it was my intention. I'm just an amateur magus that was dragged into this battle beyond my abilities.
それがどうした？毎日戦うしかないって覚悟はしたんだ。今更泣き言なんて言ってられるか。
Talking to himself, trying to like tell him, what the fuck, Shiro? Get over it. You've convinced her that you're gonna do this. Stop having like doubt. Ah! I do that all the time. I shake my head lightly and stop whining. That's it. I said I will fight. So I cannot even talk about running away. This will be the last time I will talk or think about whining. No matter how the decision came, I have decided to fight.
シロ、
Shiro. Ah, that's so good. Shiro. I really gotta come up with a Saber voice. I don't know how to voice Saber because I'm a dude. Can't really do feminine voices. It's because, honestly, Saber has one of the most unique anime voices I've actually heard. Believe it or not. I'm being dead ass.
いや、なんでもない。けど、セイバー、俺についても勝ち目は薄いぞ。俺は遠坂みたいに知識も力もない
Oh,
から。
wow.
明日にでも昨日みたいなことになりかねない。
Openly admitting
それで
and
もいいのか。
wanting to see Saber's response to that. That's actually fucking respectable.
それは戦う意志がないということですか？
No, not that at all. It just means I don't have, like, the strongest abilities.
戦う意志はある。
Yeah.
ただ、
Oh
勝算がないから
shit! Don't have a chance
そ
of
んな俺に
victory!
ついていいのかって言いたいんだ。
Yeah.
経過はどうあれ、これは俺が始めると決めた戦いだ。だから、
I think it's wrong for someone to get hurt in my place. Even though I'm weak, making Saber fight, and... I can't stand letting a scene like that happen again.
私のマスターはあなたです、シロ。これはどうあっても変わらない。サーバントにマスターを選ぶ自由はないのですから。
Absolutely. She makes a fantastic point here. Although, Saber has been blessed to have Shiro, honestly. Like, let's just be real here. That's true. That's why Saber is my servant right now. Then I should try my best not to burden her too
分
much.
かった。それじゃあ、俺はお前のマスターでいいんだな。
ええ。ですがシロ、私のマスターに敗北は許さない。
There's that awesome will and resolve from good old
あ
Artorian.
なたに賞賛がなければ私が作る。
I love that mindset. It's beautiful.
可能であるすべての手段を用いて、あなたには聖杯を手に入れてもらいます。
Like, I don't want a holy grail. I just want my grilled cheese sandwich, and I want to hang out with Sakura, and probably you. Ren can go, like... Yeah, she could go hang out with Archer. It's a big party with Fujine, Sakura, and Saber, featuring food. I don't hate Ren, I'm just joking. To obtain the Holy Grail, huh? Tosaka said servants also have a wish they want granted. Okay, there's this question that comes into Shiro's mind. What exactly does this girl want with a grail? So Saber must be no exception. I wonder how long it's going to take to learn that in the game. That is why she has no doubts. But that
ま
means...
た、セイバー。可能であるすべての手段と言ったな。それは、勝つためには手段を選ばないってことか。
Yes, I want to hear her stance on this. I cannot finish. Saber is looking at me like I'm an enemy.
シロ、それは可能である手段ではありません。
Whoa, what do you mean by that?
私が許す行為しかできない。自分を裏切ることは私には不可能です。
Ah,
剣を持たぬ人間に傷を負わせることなど、騎士の視界に反します。
I see. Good on you, Saber. She still retained a lot of her chivalry. The knight's oath is still within her. She certainly did change a little bit, in the sense that the way she was about to take down Rin was because Rin attacked her first. The way that she took down Lancer is because Lancer was about to hurt her master and had weapons. She did behave a lot more chivalrously in Zero, though. But she still retains that here, and that's really good. Glad to see it.
ですが、マスターが命じるのであれば従うしかありません。
Yeah.
その場合、私に踏み入る代償として、その刻印を一ついただくことになりますが。
Yorokobe, treading inside me. I am overwhelmed by her angered voice. I wouldn't say that's very angry. That's her just being really stern and like uptight about it, honestly. But I mean, comparatively to the way she usually speaks, I can understand that being taken as an angry tone. But seriously, that translation to compensate for treading inside me. Okay, I got you. Not sure what that means, but it certainly means something. Fuck. But still, I'm happy and relieved. Her lack of doubt gave her the image of a cold-fighting machine, but I know now that she is not a cold-blooded killer. Like my father.
そんなことは絶対にさせない。
Hey!
セイバーの言う通り、俺たちはできる範囲で何とかするしかないからな。本当にすまなかった。
Shiro's such a fucking nice dude.
お前を侮辱しちまった。
いえ、私もマスターの意図がつかめずに早合点してしまいました。シロは悪くないのですから、頭を上げてくれませんか。
Saber's not used to such a polite and respectful master, and that's all her little face.
思わず謝ってた。
I raised my head. Oh, look, it's just a gentle smile. I don't know what's funny, but Saber has a small smile on her face. Huh? Well, I'm glad she's smiling, so I won't ask her about it.
言い忘れていた。
How the hell did I survive? I'm surprised Shiro hasn't asked that question
で
yet.
きる範囲で何とかするって言っただろ。その一環としてしばらく遠坂と協力することになったんだ。ほら、昨日一緒にいたアーチャーのマスター。
I wonder how Saber will react to that.
リンですか。そうですね。確かにそれは賢明な判断です。
She's okay with the
シロがマ
choice.
スターとして成熟するまで、彼女には教わるものがあるでしょう。
I mean, it is an absolutely smart fucking power play, if we're being honest here. Thank God. If Saber agrees, I can proudly cooperate with Tosaka. The only other thing I need to ask her right now is... Heroine, heroine, who are you? Who are you? Who are you? I don't even know what I want to pick. Damn it. She is... But actually, I'm gonna take the safe, calm, kind approach, and I'm just gonna ask her if she's alright. I'm worried about Saber's body after she was wounded so
そ
much.
れよりセイバー、その体は大丈夫か？バーサーカーにやられた傷深かっただろ？
私の体は見ての通りですが。
Wow, she seemed surprised to be asked such a question.
確かにあの傷は敗北に至るものでしたが、致命的ではなかった。バーサーカー
About
が
an
立ち去った後、
hour?
1時間ほどで治療を済
Whoa,
ませま
that
し
is some fucking regen if I've ever seen it. What kind of HP pulling is that? Is that like 100 HP a minute or something like that? Jeez Louise.
じゃあセイバーはもう完全に元通りなのか？
Oh jeez. If anyone gets that reference, I'll give me $5.
無論です。ですが本調子というわけでもありません。
Ugh, these Saber sprites, man. They driving me crazy with how cute they are.
バーサーカーの一撃は単純なものだったので治療できましたが、
Oh,
ランサーの宝具による傷は別です。
I see. I mean, yeah, Lancer's gay. Bog! is certainly a little bit more nuanced with its fucking weird cause and effect reversal
あの
approach.
槍は特殊な呪いを帯びているのでしょう。彼につけられた傷はまだ完全に治りきっていません。
Yeah. Man, what is it with Saber getting cursed by Lancers? Not completely healed, huh? Doesn't look that way, but Saber isn't one to talk about her pain. As long as I am fighting alongside Saber, I should pay attention and worry about her body. And then, I hear the sound of something heavy falling at the door.
どうすんの？
I turn around wondering what it was. There. Oh, it's Tosaka. Hello there. Hello there! There is Tosaka with a big bag at her feet.
はい？
Hi? What the fuck? Hi? That was great. My mind freezes. Tosaka, who supposedly went home, is at my dojo and she's wearing normal clothes for some reason. And why does she have that big bag?
何しに来たんだ、遠坂。
No, nothing. We're just gonna be playing a little game, Shiro. You see, I've got a bag full of a lot of mystical amulets, and I want to see if you can dodge them. But what the fuck? Like this one? Oh, wait, I brought the wrong bag. It was at that moment that Shiro realized Tosaka was a kinky girl. But Shiro is quiet and does not ever confirm or deny the things that he sees.
何って家に戻って荷物取ってきたんじゃない。
What?
今日からこの家に住むんだから当然でしょ。
What? Okay, you're just gonna move in, man. All right, here, just take the house. All right. I mean, you have your own place. I mean, I guess because we're being allied, we're gonna be teammates and all that goody two shoes stuff. You're gonna live with me now. All right. Well, don't get no funny ideas of me and Saber or spooning, because I tell you, if you get any funny ideas, I'm calling the police. Well, Japanese police are a bit weird sometimes. I'm calling Archer on your ass. What?
住むって遠坂が俺の家に？
What is? It was at that moment that Shiro realized the harem of his dreams. Yorokobe Shonen. You've got a harem now, Shiro. You better take advantage of it while you can. Kira, get the fuck out of my head! Yorokobe, never.
協力するってそういうことじゃない。あなたね、さっきの話って一体何だったと思ったわけ？
Yeah, but I didn't say you could live with me now, did I? I'm so confuzzled. How? I'm so surprised I can't speak. I have to say something back or something terrible is going to happen, but my head will not function.
私の部屋どこ？用意してないなら自分で選ぶけど。
Get the fuck out of my house, you fucking boom. I was gonna say something bad, but then I replaced that word with a P sound. I don't know exactly what I was trying to say, but a P sound was the only thing that came to my mind. If you know what I was going to say, then you probably do. But why are you being like this, Tosaka? Like, how could Still, the unexpected invader mercilessly continues the discussion.
待った、それは。
Oh, isn't this bad morally? Look, Tosaka is the idol in my school. Just having her in my house will cause a panic, so having her live here would be crazy and Fujine will kill me, or maybe she's planning to drive me insane to reduce the number of masters?
ああ、ついでに彼女の部屋も用意したら。 私のアーチャーと違ってシロのサーバントはかさばるんだから、ちゃんと寝る場所を与えておかないと。まあ布団一組あればノープロブレムって言うんなら別にいいけど。
Not cool, Rin. What are you talking about? I actually do take up quite a bit of space. Well, in your kitchen, of course. Jeez, it's almost like you act like I don't exist. I need to really come out of spirit form. Maybe I should meet this Shiro fellow. I'm sure we'll get along. Archer is done with this shit. He's like, what the fuck? I don't get a place to sleep? Okay. Ah, it's just like my legend. Whatever that may be. Me sleeping in the cold. How fitting. Wait, that means sleeping in the same bed, right?
するかバカ。人が黙ってると思って何言い出すんだよお前。あんなことするわけないだろ。セイバは女の子じゃないか。
You see, my body may be mature, and I may be into these things, but I am not about to do these things. I am a moral person, okay? This is not right. I don't want to sleep with her. I mean, I do, but I don't. But I do, but I don't. She's my servant. That's all it is to it, Tosaka. Leave me alone.
論点が違うけど、まあいっか。ですってセイバー。
Don't know! Sabers, I don't even know. What?
シロは女の子と同じ部屋は嫌だってさ。
No, that's not exactly what I meant, Tosaka. Great. They've been turned against me.
Shiro, you'll get used to it. It's simply women in general. Sometimes, you just have to get used to it.
But Dad...
Trust me. I remember the one time that Iris Veal kicked me out of her room. Do you want to know the reason why? Because I was snoring too loud.
Actually, no, I may be forgetting. Maybe that was Ilya. Oh yeah, no, that was Ilya. Forgive me. Who the fuck's Ilya? Not moving. Saber makes a difficult face.
困りますシロ。サーバントはマスターを守護する。
Ren, what are you?
睡眠時は最も警護すべき最初の。
Ren is so into this shit.
同じ部屋でなければ守れない。
Ren, you're scaring me with your kinky attitude. Please. I'm trying to keep my innocence here. Be gone! Shiro and the sacred holy virginity. Trying to keep it. He can't. He can't with Ren around. She's going to try her damnedest.
そんなこと言われてもこっちはもっと困る。何考えてんだお前ら。そんなか。
What? Oh. Oh. Why? Why are you two looking silently? I can't even talk right now. I'm freaking the fuck out. Why are you two looking silently at me like that?
サーバントはサーバント。人間扱いする必要はないけどね。シロにそんなこと言っても無駄か。
I didn't mean it like that, Tosaka. What? My mouth, about to protest, stops. The weird feeling I had when I was talking to Tosaka in the living room returns. Actually, I figured out the cause of this feeling.
ちょっと待て、トサカ。お前、いつの間に俺を名前で。
Since when were we on a first name relationship? Issei just busts through the fucking dojo. Shiro, this is the wrong move. You need to get out of here fast. Once a girl takes you onto the first name relationship, it's all over. She's going to want to steal your future. She's going to want to have kids with you. She's going to do everything in her power to take everything you have. Issei, stop. That's not right. But it's true. Do you not see the look in her eyes? The way her skirt glistens. Oh god, oh no.
あれそうだった？意識してなかったから割と前からそうなってたんじゃない？
I see. I guess it's just the new comfortable thing with you, but thanks.
なってた。
It's been a minute.
結構前からそんな気がする。
I'm not sure exactly how to feel about it, but thanks, I guess.
そう。嫌なら気をつけるけど、シロは嫌なの？
Don't say it like that! Tosaka says so plainly without realizing what I'm feeling. Jeez, it's just like you said, Issei. I knew it! Issei was always right. Issei the bro, always coming through. I feel like, honestly, I can't even tell. Who would be the all women are queens dude in this game? Issei is definitely, if she breathes, she's a thought! But who is the all women are queens? It's not Shiro. Shiro's in the middle ground. He's in the balanced middle, you know? Like all things should be. But if it's Shinji, I swear to every fibrous being connected to my tissue that I am going to take a turkey and slap myself and give myself salmonella, because I ain't pulling this shit. I ain't having this, because Shinji bothers me. He's a lunatic. He's a Chad, and we all know what Chads are like. Well, most of them anyway. They're awful. I think Tosaka Rin is a real devil.
ねえ、好きにしろ。遠坂の呼びやすい方で構わない。
Okay, yeah, just call me whatever you want.
ならそういうことで。
Okay, neat.
リン、話を切らないでほしい。私とシローの部屋についてまだ結論が出
Oh
ていない。
no, we still gotta discuss this matter. That's rather
ああ、
spooky.
そうだったそうだった。けどシロがこの様子だと相部屋は難しいわね。サーバントを人間扱いしてもいいことなんてないけど、
There's
シ
no
ロが嫌
point
だって
in...
言うんだから諦
Damn.
めたら。
Rin is still like that in that mindset that treating a servant like a human. Nah, they're just servants. we're regressing to the 1600s in Fate now. Why don't you give up since Shiro does want it? I mean, who wouldn't want to sleep in the same room as Saber? It'd be adorable as heck. You imagine how cute and softly her snores are. That could put anyone into a lullaby-like sleep. She's also just fucking adorable. Imagine her little floofy head with bed head and head. It'd just be cute, alright? It'd be fucking cute.
それは違う。シローは困ると言っただけで嫌だとは言っていない。
Hey! That's right, Rin. Do not try to strawman Shiro. You see, his words dictate that he might actually enjoy this sort of thing. No, they do not!
だってさ、そのあたりどうなの、シロ？
I need an adult.
Yorokobe, I am an adult.
Hold on a second. Why after only a day does she keep calling me Shiro like I'm a cat she found? No, that's not the problem, but Saber's room is!
シロー、もう一度聞きます。睡眠中の警護はサーバントの役割です。マスターとして自分の立場は分かっていると思いますが。
The only compromise I can make is you sleep in the bed, I sleep in the closet. Even if you glare at me like that, I can't do it.
ダメだ。セイバーには別の部屋を用意する。そのできるだけ近い部屋を用意するから。それで勘弁してくれ。
But honestly, if I were Shiro in this predicament, I would be scared as hell to be sleeping in a room with a girl. I know everyone's gonna be like, what the fuck? You're pathetic. I'm just nervous and anxious and scared of people. And honestly, it'd be nerve-wracking for me. Like genuinely, I fucking get Shiro here. I absolutely get it.
ダメだぞ、すごんでも。とにかく男としてこればかりは譲らないからな。セイバーも少しは自分の立場ってものを考えろってな。
That's fucking brilliant.
ですから私はサーバントとしてマスターを守護しようと。
We're equals in this relationship, Saber. We protect each other.
そうじゃなくて自分のことだっての。もうわからない。それ以上言うならレイジを使ってでも言うことを聞かせる
Quick
から
to be irritated, Shiro really is. I will use my command spell on you to sleep in another room. You see, the best thing about Shiro is most weirdos would be like, I hereby dictate my command spell. Saber, strip! But Shiro's like, I hereby dictate my command spell. Sleep in another room! That's fantastic. I breathe out hard and intimidate Saber.
そのようなことでレイジを使われては困る。3つしかない命令権を自分を守るなどということに使われては先が見えない。
そうね。 間違いなくそんなマスターはシローが最初で最後でしょ。
You want to talk, Rin? Look at how you use your 2 command spells. Don't be stupid. I don't want to use it for this either.
わかりました。マスターの方針に従います。ですが、敵に襲われた時はどうするのです。アサシンなどは気配なく標的に忍び寄ってくる。
So, is this foreshadowing? Hopefully not. Dude, I can't wait for Assassin to be the first one to die too here. That'd be great. No, really, I wonder who's gonna die first. Because if we know from Zero Logic, every route is not gonna be safe. We're only gonna have like a fucking couple survivors, if that. Can't wait to suffer. I'm gonna enjoy the game now when it's slice of lifey and I don't want to die. I can't claim I'll manage. I was able to against Lancer, but that luck won't repeat itself.
それはありえないわね。この屋敷には外敵が侵入すると警報が鳴る結界が張ってある。襲撃は避けられないけど、奇襲ならすぐに察知できるわ。それならシローが襲われる前に駆けつけられるだろうし。
Rin, if you knew this,
は好きな部屋に陣取ればいいんじゃない？
Rin, if you knew this the whole entire time, why did you have to take the time to tease me like that?
それは確かにそうですが、しかし。
But I really wanted to sleep in the same room as my master.
なんならシローの部屋の隣でいいじゃない。一緒の部屋でなければいいんでしょ、エミヤ君。
Oh my god, now you're calling me Emiya-kun! What is it with this woman? Oh, Rin. She pronounces the Emiya-kun ostentatiously. I haven't heard that word in years, dude. That word is not used in speech that much. I feel like the Joker laughing right now. That's fucking priceless. Oh. You are committing a fallacy, Rin. You are trying to deceive people.
あなたのために言ってるんだから正論よ。さーて、それじゃあ私の部屋はどこにしよっかな。
It is not a sound argument. Do you not see the logical fallacy within your statement? Please! Osaka walks to the house with her bag, as if telling us the conversation is over! She looks cheerful like a student picking a room on a field trip. You want to do stretches, or... Astounding. Her actions are so selfish, we just see her off with blank amazement. The levitating Saber! We return to the main building. First of all, I should show her around the house so she can choose her own room.
こっちが和室。裏側に回ると居間とか風呂とかそういった共通施設に出る。で、縁側をずっと歩いてあっちの別棟に行くと客間がある。遠坂はどうもそっちに行ったみたいだな。
Okay. I explain as I walk. Saber follows me silently without nodding. I'm not sure if she's listening or not.
屋敷の見取りはいいです。それよりシローの部屋はどこなのですか？
Oh, yeah, she's more interested in just where her master's room's at to protect him. I can get behind that.
俺の部屋はこっち。割と奥まったところにある。
では、そちらに案内してください。
Oh.
内密に話があります。
Okay. Are you not trusting Ren or something?
内密に話?
So she doesn't want Tosaka to hear it. Tosaka is in the outbuilding, so I think this place is okay. But she is a master after all. Someone could overhear us, so the open corridor is no place to talk secretly.
ほら、ここが俺の部屋。
Ah, yes. The room where we have really strange dreams in.
これがシローの部屋ですか?
Are you surprised that it's small or that it's really well kept? Huh? Saber is surprised the moment she walks in.
どうした? セイバーをびっくりさせるようなものなんかないと思うけど。
This is really adorable.
いえ、びっくりさせるようなものがないというより、何もないではないですか。
Oh.
本当にここがあなたの部屋なのですか、シロー。
That's cute.
セイバーを騙して俺に得なんかないだろう。ここには寝に帰ってくるだけだし、物がないのは当たり前だ。
Yeah, all my junk's in in the shed, so that's where I keep all my stuff.
そうですか。意外でした。シロはもっと雑多な人となりだと思っていましたから。
I wonder why she thinks that. Saber enters the Japanese-style room and touches the wall to check the feel of it. It is a soft gesture, as if she understands the object's memory just by touching it.
よかった。寂しい部屋ですが、無下に扱われているわけではない。殺風景ですが、ここはここで暖かい場所なのですね。
Yeah, it's just a simple but warm home.
暖かい？ああ、まあそうかな。屋敷の作りなのか、この部屋って夏は涼しく冬は暖かなんだ。親父もいい部屋を取ったななんて感心してたし。
Shiro's being a dense boy. She doesn't mean warm as in literally, she means warm as in figuratively.
ええ。部屋は持ち主の心象ですから。シロの心のあり方に不安を覚えましたが、これは
Alright!
今までの印象とそう変わりはしないで
Bonus
しょう。
plus 5 relationship points. Shiro, you're getting closer to Saber by the minute. Saber says this with relief, but I don't understand what she wants to
そ
say.
れで内緒の話ってなんだよ、セイバ
Yeah, let's go ahead and hear that. I'm very curious.
2つあります。そのどちらもシロと私だけの隠し事にしたいのですが。
Well, I'm pretty good with secrets. Except for... Damn.
ー。いや、セイバーがそうしたいって言うんなら構わないけど、できれば先に内容を言ってくれ。いい話か悪い話か判断がつかない。
Yep, let's
ど
go.
ちらも悪い話です。
Ooh.
少なくとも他のマスターには知られたくはない。
Is it something about your healing? Or maybe... Judging by her expression, the bad thing must be our weakness.
そうか。話の趣旨は分かった。真剣に聞くから言ってくれ。
Fair enough.
はい。まず一つ目。召喚されたサーバントの最初の義務なのですが、
Oh, no, no,
これを
no.
果たせない
Oh,
ことを許
silly.
してほしい。
Oh, Saber, you're too kind. You really are a kind-hearted girl.
サーバントの最初の義務？
To protect their master.
自身が何者であるかをマスターに告げるというものです。リンから聞いてはいませんか？
Oh, the identity aspect of this. That was a choice we could have asked her about earlier.
何者であるか告げる。あ、セイバーの本当の名前のことか。
Yeah, Shiro's gonna be so surprised he's probably gonna explode from that information because, you know, it really is, it's a shocker. Servants are heroic spirits. Their identities are heroes famous in every age. They hide their identities and the scope of their power with their class names. A servant's real name is something that should be kept hidden, but it is also something the master must know. Because if one does not know which hero the servant is, he does not know the servant's potential. Master and servant are one. They won't be able to fight fully if one keeps a secret from the other. Well, that's just how it would be if I were a normal master. Even if I knew Saber's real name, I wouldn't be able to come up with an effective plan. Most of all, I don't care about it.
いいけど、どうして？
Maybe she doesn't want to tell him.
私なりに考えた結果です。いかにシロが私の神名を隠そうとしても、シロから知識を奪う術が多
Oh,
くあ
I
るでしょ
see. She doesn't want to give up the information to him, even though it's her obligation, is because of some weaknesses that Shiro has, and it'd be easy to get the information from him. Fair enough.
シロの魔術抵抗はそう高くありませんから。
Mental
敵
intervention.
が優れた術者ならば、精神介入もたやすい。敵の魔術にかかれば、
Wow.
あなたの意志に反して
Saber, you're
私の
really
神
thinking
名
of
が明かさ
everything.
れてしまう。
Sorry to talk over her, but you're really thinking of everything, aren't you?
なるほど、そりゃそうだ。暗示をかけられたら一発だもんな。いいよ、そういうことなら秘密にしておいてくれ。
I will be sure to learn this sometime during the game. I'm excited for the scene because it's
そう
gonna
言
be
って
fun.
もらえると助かります。もっとも、私自身はそう高名なものではありません。
What?
バーサーカーに比べれば、数段ランクは落ちるでしょうし、
Are you
知られたところ
bluffing?
でどうということはないでしょうが。
You've got to be bluffing, right? Because King Arthur, I mean, I would argue that that's really similar in the amount with how famous it is compared to Heracles. Really? A few ranks below? Maybe it's just not as well known in Asia? Maybe? Saber murmurs in regret. Okay, this is a little good foreshadow for her regret of letting the kingdom... Well, she didn't let the kingdom fall, but the kingdom falling in her reign. That's a bit unexpected. Saber has some human characteristics, and she regrets being inferior to Berserker.
いいんじゃないか。切り札は隠しておいてこそ切り札だろ。マスターがこんなだからさ、セイバーが工夫しようとしているのはわかるよ。
It's really respectful that Shiro can just acknowledge his own weakness.
それとバーサーカーだけど、あれは反則だろ。
He is unfair. I mean, have you seen his stats? They're all A's and A pluses besides luck, and even then his luck stat's still higher than most servants.
セイバーが落ち込むことはないし、それに俺から見たらセイバーは全然負けてない。あんな傷を負ってたのに、真正面から打ち合ってたじゃないか。
You're not even close to inferior. Seriously, Saber.
そうですね。昨夜不覚を取りましたが、傷が癒えれば違った結果になるでしょう。
だろ？よし、一つ目の話はこれで終わり。二つ目の話っていうのは？
ええ、それなのですが、おそらくこれはもう私たちでは解決できないことです。
Okay. Does it have to do with Lancer's Gaybulg attack on you, or is it something just out of left field? Not really out of left field, but
私たちサーバントはマスターからの魔力提供によって体を維持する。だからこそサーバントはマスターを必要とするのですが。
Oh, it's because Shiro isn't able to supply that much magical energy to her.
俺が半端なマスターだから、セイバーが体を維持するのに必要なだけの魔力。
Yep, you catch on quick. I mean, Shiro has been given this information quite a bit by everybody, so he's understanding now.
違います。
Oh.
たとえ少量でもマスターから魔力が流れてくるのなら問題はないのです。ですが、シローからは全く魔力の提供がありません。
Why?
本来つながっているはずの霊脈が断線しているのです。
Really? Oh my, that's certainly different. So that means I, as the gasoline, am not sending any fuel for Saber to work as an engine?
セイバー、それは
シロー自身の欠点ではありません。おそらく召喚時に問題が起きたのでしょう。何らかの不手際があって、本来つながるはずのラインがつながらなかったようです。
Yeah, we still don't know the direct cause of the summoning and why exactly it happened, and if the Avalon was there, or if it was used to summon her, or maybe it was something else. The logistics of that just remain a mystery, but I'm gonna guess it's gonna be a big plot point later.
召喚時の不手際って。
During this summoning, yeah, I don't think Shiro really knew he was summoning somebody. When Saber appeared, it wasn't anything like a summoning. It was just an accident. Since she was summoned like that, it'd be strange if there weren't anything wrong with her.
待て、それじゃどうなるんだ？魔力を回復できないってことは、セイバーはすぐに消えてしまうのか？
Who else will I eat ice cream with?
ええ。私が持つ魔力を使い切れば、この世界に留まることはできなくなるでしょう。
I mean, for now, it'd be great if we could just avoid conflict, but knowing fate, that's not gonna, be able to happen for a while. But, I mean, the other ways to give magical energy, mana transfer, we all know what that means. It's very lewd. The thing is, I know that there are H scenes in this game, and when I first heard about that, I was kind of put off by the game, but I'm more okay with it now that I know that each route is focused on a romance with the character. As long as the characters have bonded thoroughly, and you've gotten to see their romantic connection, and it's written in a decent enough manner to show like the romanticness and the love between the two characters, I think that it's fine if they have that, because one, they actually tie it to a plot point in the game, which is the whole mana transfer. Like they need magical energy, they need the mana. It is kind of shoehorning in the sexual content into the game, but honestly, I don't mind it as much anymore, because it's not because ooh woo no. I think Saber's adorable, and I think she's cute, and I think she deserves to be happy, just like a lot of these other characters. But when it comes to the romance between Shiro and the main heroine of each route, I want it to feel authentic, and I want the bond to be there before, you know, anything lewd happens, so that I can really understand what's going on. I don't like, I don't like visual novels that incorporate eroge for no apparent reason, just because, you know, the main character is a cool dude, he's really freaking awesome, so the girl's like, yay, let's do it. No, I'm not really into that much. But let's continue.
召喚されてからすでに3回の戦闘を行いました。
Yeah, that's quite a bit. Honestly, you'd only expect to battle shortly after you're summoned, but not directly like after you're like the second you get summoned.
私の治癒能力も蘇生魔術ですから、傷を負えば魔力の消費も早くなる。そうです。
Wow.
昨夜までで成熟した魔術師10人分の魔力は消費したでしょう。
And since Ren's a prodigy, does that mean she used the equivalent of 5 Rins? I'm astonished. Magical energy is reduced every time she fights and there's no way to restore it? If she already used up that much magical energy, how much longer can she stay in this world? So... yeah, this is an interesting dilemma for the game. It is really scary though, like it's actually making me nervous.
分かってもらえましたか、マスター。
わかりました。
そのため、私は少しでも魔力の消費を抑えなければならない。供給がないのなら、あとは睡眠することで魔力の消費を抑えるしかありません。
Fair enough, fair enough.
睡眠。眠れば魔力は回復するのか。
I'm absolutely hoping that that's one way to restore some energy.
わかりません。
Ooh, I do
で
not
すが
know.
最低でも眠っている間は魔力を使わない。
Okay, well that fact that you don't use any while sleeping is actually great.
です
So
から、これからできる限りの睡眠を許してほしいのです。常に白を守ることはできなくなりますが、それも勝利のためと受け入れてほしい。
of course you can sleep. It's okay. This is a lot to Shiro. I mean, to think about, like, wow, I can understand. I sigh with relief. Thank God. If that's all it is, I'll accept all she wants.
そんなのいいに決まってるだろ。
Yeah.
辛くなったらセイバーは休んでいいんだ。それで少しでも長くいられるんだったらその方がずっといい。
Damn straight.
では、今後は頻繁に眠りに入りますが、その間は決して屋敷から離れないように。遠く離れた場所でシロが襲われた場合、
Yeah.
私はすぐに駆けつけられない。
Yeah, that's
空間を
good
跳
point.
躍するなら話は別ですが、そんな能力を持つサーバントは稀です。
I wonder if that's another foreshadow for a servant that would be able to do that. But I mean, you might be able to do it with a command spell.
もし離れた場所で私を呼ぶのなら、
Yeah,
レイジのバックアップが必要になります。
exactly. From a
で
distance.
すか
Yeah.
ら、できるだけ私から離れないようにしてほしい。
As much as I'd like to do that, I can't not. I can't imagine living with Saber, and most of all, I have my own life as well.
努力はする。けど本当にそれだけでいいんだな。眠っていればその
問題はないでしょう。このようなことはなかったので断言はできませんが、前回も総戦闘数は7回に満たなかった。私が倒さずともサーバントはサーバントによって減っていくのですから。
Yeah, that's a wonderful point. She's bringing up the third Holy Grail War, where she only fought like yeah, she fought against Berserker and Lancer. Then she fought against Caster and all those tentacle thingies. And then I believe that was it for season 1 actually. Then she defeated, she fought with Iskandar and Lancer again against the big giant Cthulhu monster. And then defeated the Cthulhu monster with Excalibur. Then she fought Lancer again. Then she fought Ryder. and then she fought Lancelot, and honestly, I don't consider the fight with Gilgamesh to be a fight. So yeah, around 6 times. If you count some battles as like I don't count the Berserker plus Lancer battle as 2 battles. Like I'm talking about the one in episode 4 and 5 because they occurred simultaneously. So yeah, she fought only about 6 times in 0. And yeah, all of the servants defeat other servants is a wonderful thing about this game. It's not wonderful, but it's, you know, the thing about this game is other servants will defeat other servants.
そうか。別に全員が全員とやり合わなくちゃいけないってわけじゃないんだ。うまくすれば簡単にこの戦いを終わらせることができる。
The reverse of that is also true, so it's all up to chance. The only people I am going to fight are those with inhuman attitudes. I'm sure that not all of the 7 masters are like that. Hopefully not. Tosaka is ready to fight, but she would allow the rules of the Magi, so, you know, she's gonna do probably some dark things. So the 5 remaining masters, if they all have human attitudes, I won't have to fight. Saber said she didn't even fight 7 times last time, so this time... Hold on. Even fight 7 times last time?
待ってくれ、セイバー。その、以前もセイバーだったのか。
Yep.
いや、そうじゃなくて、前回も聖杯戦争に参加してたっていうのか。
Yep, yep, yep.
私がこの聖杯の争いに参加するのは2度目です。その時も私はセーバーでした。中には複数のクラス属性を持つ英霊もいるようですが、私はセーバーにしか該当しません。
Am I dumb? Or is this a translation thing? I thought that Saber could have been summoned as a Lancer or even an Archer. Or maybe it's because the relic that was used to summon her could only summon her as a Saber? Is that what they're talking about? Tosaka mentioned that out of the 7, Saber is the most powerful servant. And this girl is saying she has become that twice in a row. Oh, yikes. I wonder what she's gonna say.
無論です。前回は今のような制約はありませんでしたから、他のサーバントに遅れを取ることもなかった。
I mean, she technically didn't die. Well, she did. She got, well, she destroyed the Grail. And then, you know, the Grail mud poured everywhere, and Fuyuki got, like, destroyed and stuff. But, honestly, she did not fall to a servant, so she's right. Saber says this as if it's just something natural. That makes me realize even more that I have been given a sword I do not deserve. Oh, Shiro, she is truly special, isn't she? Oh.
俺みたいなのがマスターだと。
私は与えられた役割をこなすだけです。聖杯さえ手に入るのであれば、マスターに不満はありません。
I see. Honestly, I'm just looking forward to their relationship blooming together. I want to see them get closer.
そうか。それは助かるけど、それでも。
She was flawless last time. But she's already suffered 2 wounds this time. In her condition, unable to replenish magical energy, she always has to think about her remaining magical energy. The result of a battle with such a burden was... that image of her covered in blood. That image is engraved in my mind. The image of a girl smaller than me covered miserably in blood.
シロ、その後悔は余分なことです。
Saber's voice brings me back. Then when I raise my head, Saber's expression is serious.
私も負け知らずだったわけではありません。私は勝ちきれなかったからこそ、こうしてあなたのサーバントになっている。傷を負うことには慣れていますから、あなたが悔やむことなどない。
It's really sad that Saber thinks this way, but Saber, it's not fair that you're used to taking wounds like this. It is simply not fair.
You deserve to live a normal life. You deserve to be a normal girl. You deserve to experience normal feelings. And yet you push yourself so hard for the sake of others.
慣れてるって。あんな死ぬような怪我でもか。
Okay, this is really striking Shiro to the core.
ええ。剣を取るということは傷つくということです。それはあなたも同じでしょう。私だけが傷つかないという道理はないと思いますが。
それはそうだけど。それじゃ怪我をしても構わないっていうのか、セイバーは。
I don't think it's
そ
that.
れが死に至る傷でなければ。
Oh,
死んでしまってはマスターを守れなくなりますから。
yeah, that's all she's really thinking about.
なんだそれ。マスターを守るためなら傷を負っても構わないなんていうのか、お前は。
Shiro is honestly such an interesting protagonist.
それがサーバントの役割ですから。
Yeah, but is it right, Saber? Is it truly right of you to have to do this?
確かにリンの言葉は正論ですね。サーバントを人間として扱う必要などない。私たちはマスターを守るための道具です。
Saber, don't you dare call yourself a tool.
それを正しく把握するべきだ。
Saying so, Saber walks to the sliding screen. Beyond it is the side room. This room was enough for me, so I never used it.
睡眠をとります。夕食時には起きますので、外出するのなら声をかけてください。
Please enjoy your rest, Saber. She quietly opens and closes the sliding door.
私たちはマスターを守るための道具です。
This is gonna be a whole arc in this game, is proving to Saber that that's not the case.
あなたもそれを正しく把
No,
握するべきだ。
Shiro was not going to understand that. He's never going to understand that. He's not going to accept it.
なんだそれ。
That pisses me off. But I can't call out to her, so I just consider her words in my mind. I sit on the porch and look up at the blue sky absent-mindedly. I'm not like Saber who went to bed already during the day, but I need rest too. Even though my nausea has gone away, I still feel terrible. And on top of that, my shoulders are heavy from all the unexpected developments. I take a deep breath and look over the yard. I've heard what I needed to hear, but that fact that I still don't know anything doesn't change. My senpai is a magus, and an official master, Tosaka, is... She's gonna show up.
ねえ、
Yep.
余ってるクッションとかない？あとビーカーと分度器。
Beaker and a protractor? What? What do you need those for? Is intently searching my house for things. Okay, that was pretty funny.
クッションなら隣の客間のを持ってけ。
Sweet.
けど、ビーカーと分度器なんて普通の家には置いてない。
Yeah.
は？信じられない。魔術師なら
Oh,
実験
those
用
are
具で置い
magus
といたもの
items.
よ。
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, but I'm not your traditional magus Dosaga. Leaving that complaint, she goes back to the building
本
busily.
当に本気みたいだな。
She's absolutely serious. We haven't seen Archer in such a long time and miss him. I guess it has already been decided that Osaka is going to stay at my place. When I went over there earlier, there was a sign that said, "Remodeling in progress, do not enter," on the door of the best room in there.
別棟なら遠いし、問題はないよな。
Just having Saber around causes some tension, so if Tosaka was near me too, I wouldn't get any peace. Anyways, there's some distance between us. Even if we are connected by a hallway, it's just like a house next door, so nothing should happen unless I go there myself. Oh, but we'll see each other at meals. And we only have the one bath, so we'll have to decide how to use it. No, thinking about that, Saber's a girl too, so...
ってバカ。何考えてん
What
だ
am I
俺は。
thinking? Baka. Shiro. Shaking my head, I lie down in the corridor. Ah, the blue sky. Aoi, aoi, no sora. I sigh once again and stare up at the sky. Maybe I'm tired, but doing all this makes me sleepy.
もうどうにでも。
I've had enough of today. Do what you like. Becoming desperate, I close my eyes. Maybe that comment helped. I fall asleep the moment I close my eyes. No dream? Awesome. Just wake up. Later, Later, Saber, Tosaka, and I are in the living room. I just woke up. Saber was in the living room, and Tosaka just finished her remodeling. By the way, this was the guest room a few hours ago. And now... Damn! The scene I saw when I was called was... Oh, just tons of junk everywhere. This. How can I put this? I think I may have allied with a terrible person. I told you, Shiro! I can't calm down. These two are complete outsiders. I rarely have guests at this house, so that must make the situation even stranger. No, first of all, the appearances of these two don't really fit this Japanese-style house. Well, it's about 7 o'clock now. That was a long nap. Even though we're all in the living room, all of us staying quiet like this is not good for my mental well-being. You've got to keep talking. It's not healthy to keep in the mind too much. I'm thankful I muted my mic as I sneezed, because that came really fast. Goodness gracious. Alright, what do you got in mind, Ren? What are you trying to decide? Was the air conditioner unsuitable to those thighs of yours? Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm decent at cooking, but I know someone who's way better than me now. Yeah, and I'd say I've gotten pretty good at it. People get hungry if they don't eat. Yeah, that's smart. Tosaka, you can have Monday through Saturday.
確かにそうだな。ついいつもの調子で考えてたけど、遠坂がうちで暮らすなら家族と同じだ。飯ぐらい作るのは当たり前だし、俺も楽でいいや。
This is a Fate Family Ties edition.
決まりね。じゃあ今日はシロが当番ってことで。
Of course, it's my turn today.
もうこんな時間だし、作戦会議は食べてからにしよう。
Alright, I'll prepare dinner. Goodness gracious.
いや、夕飯が交代制なのはいいけど、朝飯はどうするんだ？
No, silly, that's all on you.
ああ、朝はいいのよ。私食べないから。
Oh yeah, so basically, you gotta make breakfast. To be fair, I don't need a breakfast either.
なんだそりゃ。勝手なこと言うな。朝飯ぐらい食べないと大きくなれないぞ。
Don't expose me like that, Shiro. Okay. Maybe because why am I short? Is it because I didn't eat breakfast?
余計なお世話よ。人の生活スタイルに口を挟まないでちょうだい。とにかく今日の夕食はシロが作るの。ちゃんとした食べ物を出さないと話なんてしないからね。
I'll make it nice and decent just for you. Tosaka glares at me irritatedly.
わかったよ。
Right.
勝手に作るけど、セイバーも飯は食うんだろ?
Yeah, I always forget, like, how does a servant eat? Like, it'd be the same, right? But I just think it might be a little different. Because would it be the same as when they were alive? Probably, but the food would be different. Because I mean, Arthur wouldn't be used to eating Japanese foods. Artoria, I mean.
用意してもらえるのでしたらぜひ。食事は重要な活力源ですから。
了解。
Yeah, be good, be good. I'm gonna go make dinner. You see, we're gonna have grilled cheese sandwiches. I grab the apron and go to the kitchen. Fortunately, there's about 3 people's worth of ingredients in the refrigerator. How lucky! I started cooking rice when I woke up, so it should be done in about half an hour. I glance at Osaka and Saber from the kitchen. They look like they prefer Western meals over Japanese food. Yeah. It's unlikely that Saber, let alone Tosaka, will understand the taste of tofu and natto.
そもそも箸を持 持てないんじゃない
Yeah, she's not gonna be able to. I ponder this for a second, but I can't help it. There's only a limited range of dishes I can make with what's in the fridge. Anyways, there's some tofu. After thinking for a bit, I decided to make some deep fried tofu. For soup, I'll make miso soup with seaweed and tofu. I have some chicken, so I'll make teriyaki out of it and make that the main dish. I drain the water off of the tofu, season the chicken, and cut the Japanese white radish while I'm at it to make salad. I grate the white radish, cook some green peppers.
今後の方針は決まっているのですか、リン。
So they're talking.
さあ、情報がないから何とも言えないけど、とりあえずは他のマスターを探し出すことが先決かな。残るマスターはあと4人。こっちがマスターだって知られずに探し出したいけど、さすがにうまくはいかないわよね。
I told them to be good, so what's with that dangerous conversation? Can't they see that I'm busy making dinner for the three? No, they aren't even looking.
父さか、4人じゃないぞ。
Why?
5人だろ。マスターだって分かっているのは俺とお前しかいないじゃないか。
Yeah. I yell, holding the big potato for the deep fried tofu. Pot, not potato. What the hell am I reading?
私とシロ、それにイリアスフィールド3人でしょ。あなた、バザーカーのこともう忘れたの？
I see. So Shiro's not used to. Wait. Yeah, you're telling me that little tiny little girl, no bigger than probably like 75 pounds, is a master? What are you even talking about? Is any of this real? Oh yeah, that girl's a master too. Berserker was so strong that I forgot, but still, I can't believe a girl that small is a master who mercilessly tried to kill us. She called me Oni-chan too.
あなたのことだからイリアスフィールを敵だって認識してなかったんでしょう。それはいいから調理に専念しなさいってば。シロの実力がわからないと私が困るんだから。
Yikes, dude. What the fuck? Jeez, alright. What? I don't know how my cooking skill affects her, but what she says is correct. The preparation will be done soon, so I should concentrate. So I should concentrate on finishing dinner now.
イリアスフィール。
Idiot
バーサーカーの
Speedo.
マスターですね。
Oh hell yeah, the big needy berserker guy.
リンは彼女を知っているようでしたが。
No, she just recognized the name.
まあね、名前ぐらいは知ってる。アインツベルンは何回か聖杯に届きそうになったっていう魔術師の家系だから。
Good world building though from this game.
聖杯戦争には慣れているということですね。
In absolutely diddly deed.
でしょうね。他の連中がどうだか知らないけど、イリアスフィールは最大の障害と見て間違いないわ。本来バーサーカーっていうクラスは力の弱い英雄を強化するものよ。
Ah, yeah, that was the case with Karya too. Ilias Vale would probably be really good with magics and stuff like that, but like physically, not so much.
理性を代償にして英霊を強くするんだけど、そういった凶暴化した英雄の制御には
hand signs,
莫大な魔力を必要とする。
I mean, it was a miracle that Karya was able to do what he did.
例えば、あなたがバーサーカーになったら、
このように話をすることもできませんね。協力者としての機能を一切排除し、
Yeah.
戦闘能力だけを特化させたのがバーサーカーです。
Yep.
でしょうね。そこいらのマイナーな英霊がバーサーカーになった程度でも波のマスターじゃ制御しきれない。
Even when a minor hero becomes, and that's how much it takes. That's
だ
pretty
っていうの
ridiculous.
に、イリアスフィールは超一流の英霊を紹
Yeah,
介して、
that goes to show just
そいつを
how
バーサーカーにして完全に支配してた。
that goes to show just how freaking powerful Ilya is. Like seriously, that's really scary.
悔しいけど、マスターとしての能力は次元違いよ。
Yeah, as a master, she's definitely even better than Ren too. And Ren's a prodigy.
同感です。私たちの当面の問題は、その次元違いの相手に狙われているという現状ですか。
I really wasn't expecting Berserker to come after us. And it to be Ilya, it's just like, what the frickety frick?
うん。私のアーチャーはまだ戦線に出られるほど回復してない。セイバーはどう？もう傷はいいの？
Yeah, Ren, well, I'm doing just fine, I think. Although I will say, getting nearly split in half 3 times in a day can really wear you out.
通常の戦闘ならば支障はありませんが、 バーサーカーを相手にできるほど回復はしていません。
You know, I could totally kick that Lancer guy's ass, but Berserker, I'm gonna have to rest some more.
バーサーカー戦の傷は完治しているのですが、ランサーから受けた傷には時間がかかるようです。
Yeah, because that one's a special wound, gay bulg.
そう。それじゃあやっぱり当面は様子見をするしかないかな。
Yeah, let's enjoy this time of rest before the tragedy strikes. I'm not
それ
ready.
については提案が。
I'm not ready.
アーチャーの目は鷹のそれと聞きます。彼には屋敷の周囲を見張ってもらう。
That could be actually a very, very splendid idea. I like your thinking, Saber.
そのつもりよ。あいつには屋根で見張りをさせるから、怪しい奴が近寄ってきたらすぐにわかるわ。この屋敷だって侵入者用の結界
It's
が貼
actually
ってあるん
such
だ
a
し。
smart defensive option here. And it's like, who would suspect this little area too? So it's actually really smart.
まあ、バーサーカー
Well,
に
except
攻め込まれ
Lancer
たら
knows where
逃げ
we're
るし
at,
かないけど。
And I guess Ilya knows that we're in an area close to the little intersection spot. But the other masters and servants don't really know where we're at. The two are continuing on without me. I'm a bit annoyed. I'm making dinner, so what are they talking? Why are they talking without me? First of all, Tosaka is too friendly with Saber. Well, it's true that Tosaka isn't that friendly with me, so it helps if Saber talks to her, but... The face reflected in the glass of the kitchen cabinet looks disappointed. That's weird. Why am I angry? I've prepared the dishes for the three of us and put the prepared dinner on the tray. I moved to the living room. Yeah, this is the dinner table, not the fighting falafel table. Onto the table. I put the tray in front of Tosaka. Eat up! Tell me what you think. I made it extra special.
何怒ってるのよ、シロ。料理出しぐらいは手伝うべきだった？
Yeah, I guess Shiro's just really quick to get irritated.
別に怒ってなんかないけど。どうさか、慣れ合いはしないんじゃなかったのかよ。
Oh, is it because Tosaka said that? I glare at her. Tosaka goes, huh? And after that, that's, oh my god, makes a frightening smile.
協力体制を決めていただけよ。安心して。別にあなたのセーバーを取ったりしないから。
Shiro, you're getting jealous, aren't you? I mean, just look at that little blush of yours. I can tell my face is blushing. I can tell what I'm angry about after Tosaka tells me. Ew.
あら、違った？
Ara.
ならごめんなさいね、エミヤくん。
And now you're putting special emphasis on Emiya-kun? So you back up! Issei just fucking... Then we got... Issei has a special radar, the Tosaka signal. Basically, what that does, it alerts him whenever Tosaka is being a little strange to Shiro. Shiro, I'm telling you right now, you need to eat and then ditch her ass. Because if you don't, the bad things are going to happen. I've warned you so many times. Well, see ya, I gotta go eat.
勝手に言ってろ。
I retreat to the kitchen to get the rest of the food. And then I slip on a banana peel. Ah, she really got me. Tosaka is still smiling and Saber is expressionless as always. But that's gonna change. We're gonna make Saber into an expressioner. If that's the way you say it, probably not. Man, I'm really worried about whether we can continue with this member. Time to eat food. Food. And that way, dinner starts. I'm silent. With what happened earlier, it annoys me to talk to Tosaka, and I'm too embarrassed to even look at Saber. Saber eats dinner silently. Her gestures are elegant, and I can't possibly imagine she was swinging around a sword. And well, how should I put this? Oh, she's like, whoa, this is actually delicious. How surprising, I've never had food this tasty before. She's liking it. She nods every time she eats something she hasn't eaten before. Her gestures are strange. It must be her way of expressing that it's good. By the way, she's able to use the chopsticks. Oh, that's right, it must be because of her ability, so... On the other hand, Tosaka is messily eating it. Oh,
Okay, sure. Okay. She clenches her fist after taking a bite.
明日を見てなさいよ、エミヤシロ。
Now you're calling me by my full name, please. She shakes her clenched fist. What are you gonna do to me? Are you gonna punch me? Kick my ass? Because I will sick my saber onto you. I know that's what you wanted. You wanted a saber, and I've got the saber. God, have I done something bad?
あのな、さっきの話だけど。
Huh? The two both raise their heads. Hold on. Even one of them is enough to tense me up, so they shouldn't both react.
さっきの話って何のことよ。
だから今後の方針ってやつ、人が飯作ってる時に話してただろ。
まずは他のマスターを探すということですか。
そう、それ。具体的にはどうするのかなって思って。
Yeah, fair enough.
どうするも何も地道に探すしかないでしょ。
Yeah, definitely.
あ、そうだ。シロ、魔術師の気配ぐらいはわかる？なら話は早いんだけど。
No.
わからない。2年近く学校にいて、遠坂が魔術師だったなんて知らなかったんだぞ。
Yep. Yeah.
やっぱりそうなのね。まあそれはいいわ。どうせ他の連中はみんな気配を立ってるだろうし、魔術師の気配からたどる線は無理っぽいもの。セイバーはどう？サーバントはサーバントを感知できるって言うけど。
Yeah. I do want to hear Saber's
多少は
input
で
on
きま
that.
すが、あくまで身近で能力を行使している場合だけです。
I see.
私では半径200メートルほどしか捉えられません。
That's still relatively decent. There's bound to be other servants who can do, like, a wider sweep, but I still think that Saber's ability here is pretty good.
なるほどね。じゃあますます相手の出方を待つか、どこかおかしな場所を探すしかない。マスターが何か行動すればその功績は残るもの。私たちはそれを探り当てるってわけ。
Yeah, I can pause. Do you have to go to the bathroom or something?
つまり、街中を調べろってことか。
I mean, that's definitely what we can do, but that kind of leaves us open to attack as well.
いいえ、それはやめた方がいいわ。
Yeah.
あっちも網を張ってるから、そんなことしたら一発でマスターだってバレるわよ。
Gotta say, I really like all the strategy and stuff going into this. It's really, really cool.
とりあえずはこっちの体制が整うまでは後手に回りましょう。
Yep, absolutely I agree with you, Tosaka.
今まで通りに生活してマスターだと悟られないこと。
Yeah, let's continue going to school, hanging out with my boy Issei.
腕
All
の
that
レ
fun
ージは
stuff.
他人に見られないように隠しておくこと。
Okay, I'll just tape a Sour Patch Kid onto it. No, I have this Sour Patch Kid wrapper. I can just tape that onto it. Yeah,
で
it'll
き
be
るだ
good.
け人気のないところには行かないこと。
Sure,
日が
got
落
it.
ちたらすぐに戻ってくること。
Well, I work a job, so that's kind of rough. Guess I'll have to quit.
あとは
外出するときはサーバントを連れて行くようにしてください。
Oh,
アーチャーはミンの護衛ができますか？
Saber looking out for Ren. Nice, nice.
それぐらいならできるみたいね。霊体にして待機させておくから私は大丈夫よ。問題は
What's the problem?
私のマスターですね。
Oh.
そう。ちょっと聞いてるシロ。外出するときはちゃんとセーバーを連れて行きなさいよ。
Yeah, you never know if there's an
人目
idiot
につかな
master.
いようにするのが私たちのルールだけど。
I'm looking at you, Shinji, if
中
you
に
are a
は
master.
昼間から襲いかかってくるバカがいるかもしれない。そういう時に備えてセーバーとは一緒にいなさいよね。
Yeah.
わかった。努力はする。
I respond without interest. I understand what she's saying, but I'm resistant to being with Saber all the time. I feel nervous talking to Tosaka, but Saber makes me even more nervous. No, it's wrong to say I'm nervous. I'm just bad at talking with Saber.
何か？
なんでもない。 おかわりなら継ぐから茶碗よこせよ。
Are you hungry, Saber? Here you go.
いえ、
Oh,
結構です。実に見事な味付けでした。
that little,
シロ、
that little transition into the smile was so cute. Saber's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Or look away before I realize I can't even look at her normally, so how can I stay with her all the time?
ああ、でもダメか。セイバーはレーターになれないんだから学校までついてこられない。
Oh crap, is she just gonna have to chill out here? Like in the dojo, maybe?
シロは学生なのですか？
Sure. No, you could roll in as the exchange student, Saber. That's how a lot of anime plots roll.
そうだけど、ああ、そうか。セイバーは生徒じゃないんだから学校には入れない。学校に行っている間はうちで待機してもらうしかないかな。
Yeah.
学校に行かないということはできないのですか、シロ？
I mean... Yes.
できないよ。普段通り生活しろってんなら学校には行かなくちゃ。それに学校に危険はない。あれだけ人がいる場所ってのもそうはないぞ。
Are you sure there's no danger at school? I mean, come on. Come on. Well, I guess to be fair, Sure doesn't know about the Death Eater thingy. Or the, whatever, the Soul Eater? Something like that.
ですが、
大丈夫よセイバー。学校には私だっているんだから。
Hey.
もしもの時はフォローするわ。
I got my Tosaka here to guide me. Heck yeah.
もしもの時なんてないって。
Yeah, stop talking as if we're gonna be attacked. This is just normal life. Sure was like, what the fuck?
わかりました。マスターがそう言うのでしたら従います。
Oh, it's alright, Saber. It's okay. Saber nods, though she looks discontent. The night wears on. It seems Tosaka has prepared and taken her bath while I was cleaning up after dinner. Jeez, it seems she's really selfish from her first day here.
今後のためにも早いうちに主導権を握っておくべ
It's
きだ
time
ろう
for the
な。
classic anime bath spy scene. Or is that later? Who knows? There's always one in one of these games, right? Oh, there's always a hot spring scene too. Can't wait for that. I know that, but seizing the initiative from her... from here... oh my god, I can't even speak. I know that, but seizing the initiative from her seems really difficult.
こんなんついでに言えば頭が痛いのがもう一人いるんだよな。
You're damn right, Shiro. If it isn't that Rin, then I'm gonna have a problem with you. Coming to school all willy-nilly after talking to her. You're going to... oh my god, I'm freaking out. Whatever, bye! Issei, can you stop appearing like this? What the fuck? No, rather the main problem. Tosaka will understand if I talk to her, but this person doesn't seem to understand however much I talk to her.
セイバーか。悪いやつじゃないっていうのだけはわかるんだけど。
And she's not a bad person at all. Saber's back in her room. Tosaka should be resting in her room in the outbuilding. I'm the only one in the living room. There's still time until bedtime, so I should talk to Saber. Honestly, I have to get over my inability to talk to her, or I'm worried about our future. First of all, ignoring her being a servant and all, she is a girl from a younger age. There are a lot of things I'll find out from talking to her, and most of all...
早いとこ慣れないといつまで経っても父さんに冷やかされる。
I'm not gonna steal that saber away from you or anything, Shiro. Yeah, that's troubling. It's troubling, so I should be able to talk to her more lightheartedly. Good on you, Shiro. That's a very smart move. I return to my room. Next door, past this one small sheet, is Saber's room.
セイバー起きてるか。
起きています。何かありましたか、マスター？
It's not that. I just want to talk to you. Opening the sliding screen, silently, Saber enters. I hold on to my heart, pounding from having her actually in front of me. Calm down. I'm just going to talk to her as a master.
シロ、顔色が優れませんが、傷が開いてい
Oh
ます。
my god, her sprites really get to me, but seriously, can we just talk about how relatable this is? I don't know if everyone gets nervous talking to people, especially those of the opposite gender, but I do. Certainly do. So, this is very, very just understandable to me, and I just really like Shiro.
いや、そんなことはない。体の方はとっくに大丈夫だ。それを
Yeah.
言うなら、セイバーの方こそいいのか。
Yeah, are you fine? That's what I really want to know.
はい、問題はありません。今の状態では完治まで時間はかかりますが、このままでも平均値はクリアしていますから。
I love the
バー
confidence.
サ
You'd
ー
love
カ
to
ー
see
以外
it.
の相手ならば互角に渡り合えるでしょう。
It's not confidence or boasting. She is probably just telling the truth. I have no response. Saber's statement should be encouraging to a master, but I don't want such a slender girl to
そ
fight.
の一つ聞くけど、セイバーは戦うこと以外に何か目的はないのか？せっかくここにいるんだから他にしたいこととかあるだろう。
Good question.
他の目的ですか？そのようなことはありませんが、
Yeah, that's the sad
サー
reality
バン
of
ト
it.
は戦うためだけに呼び出されたものです。それ以外の目的など余分なだけだ。シローの発言はひどく的が外れています。
It's not that they're misdirected, it's just that Shiro cares about you. I thought so. I'm pretty much asking one who was summoned to fight not to fight. It's not that I want to tell her that. Well, how should I put this? Saber is lacking in humanity. It would be fine if she were only going to fight, but she's in front of me as an actual person. So it's wrong of her to just fight. If Saber is actually here, I have to have her do something she enjoys.
なあ、セイバー。
Oh,
サーバントってのは過去の英雄なんだろ？なら
I stopped myself before I asked her what she was like before.
私の新名は教えられません。
Saber said that before as a secret between us. So even if I asked her about her past, she wouldn't answer.
シロー、言いかけてやめるのはよくありません。必要な質問なら答えますが。
Oh, man, I love Saber.
いや、今のは忘れてくれ。バカなことを口走りそうになっただけだ。
I say that, averting my gaze. It really was something stupid. I shouldn't have been interested in Saber's true identity, and she refused because she couldn't tell me. If I bring it up again, it will only prove that I'm a no-good master repeating a useless question. But what else is there to talk about besides that? If I can't ask about Saber, the only thing that remains is about me. That would be even more meaningless, though. I've been there. You know, when you really want to talk to someone so very badly, you just... every fiber of your being really wants to talk to that person, but you just can't think of a thing to talk about. And it kind of gets to you, it kind of eats at you, because you don't want to bring up the same topics, you don't want to be creepy, you don't want to be weird. So it can get really hard. Now I'm just gonna do what I want. If I can't ask about her true identity, I'll get ready to have her look at me strangely, and I'll ask about things such as what she likes and what she wants for breakfast and...
シロー、あなたから質問がないのなら、
Oh,
私から尋ねていいでしょうか。
yay, awesome.
いいけど、何？
Yeah, what's
昨夜
up?
のことです。シローは私を助けようとして、バーサーカーに打ち倒されました。それは覚えていますね。
I wonder if she's gonna ask why we did that.
覚えているけど、なんだよ。朝の続きをしたいのか？軽率な行動だったってのは分かってるから。
It was actually quite
あ
thoughtful,
まり
Shiro.
思い出させないでくれ。
I wonder if she's gonna thank you
吐き気が
for
ぶ
it.
り返してくる。
それは私も同じです。ですがこれは、あなたという人間を知るため
I
に
see.
聞
Is
い
she
ておく
gonna
べきことだと思
do
う。
the same things that she asked earlier is to make him understand that this is a master-servant relationship? There's nothing that's gonna change that.
シロー、
No.
あなたはなぜバーサーカーに向かったのです。
It just didn't feel right to see such a slender, fragile little girl fighting such a ravenous, monstrous beast to me. I believe that's what Shiro's
近
thinking.
寄ればどうなるか、シローには分からなかったのですか。
No, I knew full well it was going to happen, but I just had to save you.
それは。
I knew that. I understood that I'd be killed if I approached. But I didn't try to save Saber out of optimism that I'd be safe while doing so. Back then, all I thought about was saving Saber. I didn't care about what would happen afterwards. At that time, the most important thing for me was saving Saber. Probably. It was just that my fear of not being able to save Saber was greater than my fear of getting killed. And that saving Saber was saving Saber because saving Saber is saving Saber.
悪い、忘れた。一瞬のことだったからな。その時の考えなんてわからない。きっと気が動転していたんだ。そうでもなけりゃ、あんな特攻はできない。
Perhaps because Saber's eyes were so serious. I don't tell her the truth. I just say something to get out of the situation. That's what I figured. He's abstaining from the actual answer here.
つまりただ自然に私を助けようとしたのですね。
Yes.
自然じゃない。気が動転してたって言っただろ。
Yeah. Yeah, I was
もう一
confused.
回あんなことになったら、その時はきっとガタガタ震えてる。
Thing is, Shiro was trembling anyway, but he did it.
そうですね。それが正常な人間です。自
No
らの命を
human.
無視して他人を助けようとする人間などいない。
Well, that's just based on our internal survival instincts, but there are special people who would sacrifice their own well-being and safety to save another life. And while I can't directly say that that's true for me because I've never been in a life or death situation, and I do pray that I don't, but every fiber of my being, everything that I believe in tells me that in that situation, it's not about me anymore. It's about the others around me. That's why I can relate to Shiro there. Even with all the trembling and fear within yourself, there's no reason why. You just act. Because that's who you are.
それは英雄と呼ばれた者たちでさえ例外ではないでしょう。
Huh. Even heroes should be no exception to that. That is going to strike Shiro a little bit, because he's going to disagree.
ですからそんな人間がいるとしたらその人物の内面は
Oh
どこ
god.
か欠落してい
Oh,
ま
this
す。
is like a big peel back onto Shiro, and Saber's not really... She's just saying this, but Saber doesn't know that this is actually gonna make Shiro think a lot,
その
actually.
欠落を抱えたまま進んでは待っているのは悲劇だけです。
Yeah, because there comes a time when being a hero, sometimes it's not good to sacrifice yourself for something so small. There are other things you might have to fight for later. But a sacrifice for Saber doesn't feel small to me, nor Shiro. Her deep green eyes are trying to tell me something. I take
し
that
つ
hint.
こいぞセイバー。あれは気の迷いだって言ってるだろ。俺だって死ぬのは怖いんだ。
Yeah.
そんな聖人君子になんてなれるもん
Shiro's
か。
just trying to cover his true feelings up. He's too embarrassed and nervous and doesn't want Saber to have to deal with that.
次にあんなことになったら、その時はセイバーより
Oh,
自分を優先さ
oh,
せるさ。
Shiro. I wonder if he's saying that because he thinks that that's what she would want to hear. I deflect it with heartless words.
それはよかった。私の思い違いなら問題はないでしょう。
Oh!
ええ、
Oh!
確かにシローは臆病です。道さえ間違えなければきっと正しい魔術師になれる。
Oh! Ow! 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 Dude! Shiro! Oh! Oh! That line hurts! That stings.
なんだよ。臆病に見えるのか、俺。
ええ、とても。置かれた状況を受け入れるために努力するあたりが特に。
Oh.
そういった賢明さを時に臆病というのです。
It wasn't so.
恐れを知らない者は賢者になれないのと同じ
That
です。
is so fucking sweet. Yes, very much so. Mostly the part where you try your best to accept the situation you're in. Such wisdom is sometimes called as cowardice. It is the same as saying that a man without fear cannot be wise. That right there, those lines really stick to me. Saber, you are fucking wonderful. She must be relieved. Saber says this smiling a bit. That gesture is so lovely and elegant. Because of it, I cannot think of anything else to say, and we end up staying in the room together a while. And night falls. It's not like I need to talk to Saber or to Sokka, so bedtime comes as usual. It's 11 o'clock. The lights in the house are turned off, and the people in it sleep to prepare for tomorrow.
眠れん。
I can't, yeah. I open my eyes, still on my side. It's the room I've grown accustomed to sleeping in, but it's different today.
なんだってか。
Is he gonna come across Saber somehow? It's so quiet, so why can I hear Saber's breathing in the next room? It's because she's not feeling well. She's merely covering up the fact that she's not as injured as she seems, but she's injured. No, I know. If it's so quiet, it's only natural for me to be able to hear what's going on in the next room, and being able to hear her sleeping makes me imagine her sleeping. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. I'm tired of this hell. I climb out of the futon trying not to wake Saber, and I retreat to my usual place. Ah, the shed? Fantastic.
助かった。セイバー気づくと思ったけど、割と鈍感なんだな。
Or maybe she just sleeps deeply. I wonder for a moment whether she can really protect her master like that, but there's no danger now. If servants are connected to their masters, she should wake up when her master is in danger. Well, if you remember what she said, sure, you guys have a weird connection issue.
遠坂は寝てるみたいだな。
She does, doesn't she? The lights there are off. She must be defiant or just adaptable. Tosaka must have gotten used to this place in just a day.
実際助かるんだよな。あいつがいてくれると。
Yeah, I do agree with you. Yeah, it helps, even if it's troubling sometimes. For example, the bandage wrapped around my hand.
隠せか。言われてみるまで気づかなかった。
Yeah, that was a piece of, like, very useful advice, definitely. The command spell a master bears appears somewhere on their arm. In my case, it is on the back of my left hand. I can't hide it with my clothes, so I'm hiding it with a bandage, even though it looks unnatural. Yeah, that would be the smartest thing to do. Tosaka has hers around the middle of her right hand or somewhere like that. They say the command spell is different for each master, but I don't think I'll ever see Tosaka's command spell. The shed is silent. This is the place where Lancer cornered me yesterday and Gabe-olged me. Well, not Gabe-olged, but he tried. And where Saber appeared. The door is still open and the inside is dark as if denying anyone's entry. But this darkness is familiar to me. The old building that I used to play in, the place you could call my real room, stands silently in the cold winter night, where Kiritsugu used to be with me. I enter. I close the door to shut out the outside air and turn on the cold stove. Oh, he's gonna train. God, I fucking respect the dedication, dude. Seriously. It's really inspiring to me that even after everything that's happened, he's still gonna go here and train. I sit in the middle of the shed and take a deep breath. Training should be continued without rest. Magic is mental training for me, so I shouldn't neglect it for minor reasons. Whoa. Why is he singing like Excalibur? Is maybe the connection, like, actually there? It's just like a mental block on his part? I adjust my breathing and begin my training. Inside my head is the usual image. The image of the sword that appears in my empty head. I remember Shiro had that before Saber was even summoned. Interesting. I ignore it and clear my mind. Once I let magical energy flow through me, it's the usual practice of strengthening. The strengthening magic which I succeeded at for the first time in a few years after being attacked by Lancer. I have to repeat it before I forget it, and make sure I master it, or it'll be a waste. I still love that. Tures. On. I half close my eyes and release the contents of my lungs. Right now, this is all. Everything goes away once I'm concentrating on this. The Holy Grail War, Saber, Tosaka. If I empty my mind and forget all the doubts I have, I should be able to sleep tonight. And there we go. We finished the day. Fate. New life. Yep, adapting to new life as a master. Alright. I'm just gonna click out of the screen, and then we'll save the game. Okay, that was a fantastic session. We finished the 4th day. Nice! We made a lot of progress today. I'm very thankful. This was another very, very just simple yet effective session of the game. A lot of dialogue between Saber and Shiro. We get some more introspective parts on how Saber acts. We learned about the reason why Saber won't give out her identity. Shiro's feelings towards Saber and just his discomfort about talking to Saber in general. He's nervous because of the whole situation of her being, his servant. It's plus, she's an adorable, cute little girl that he wants to protect, so it's hard to talk straight to her. Tosaka as being her usual trickster-like self, and that was very appreciated. We get to see more of Shiro's amazing cooking skills, and again, that was another fantastic scene. All in all, these characters are wonderful. Like, I really love them all. I really love Saber so dearly. Even though I've met her in Zero, I still love her. I really like Shiro. He's such a great protagonist and already striking at my heart and my core with how relatable, but yet how poignant his words are. And even Rin, who admittedly has gotten on my nerves a few times so far, I still find her endearing and a lot of fun to watch. And at the core of herself, she is a good person. And even the side characters like Issei, we haven't seen Mitsuzuri in a while, but I really like her. All of the foreshadowing and just how much strategizing there is, the amount of dialogue that portrays to talking about what we're going to do next, how we're going to battle, how we're going to get out of certain things, certain precautions, like Shiro needs to put bandages around the command spell not to get caught. It's really well written. It's just great that we're touching on every base that you can possibly touch on. It just makes the world feel real, it makes the discussions feel real, and it makes the character dynamic and interactions dynamic. And I thoroughly love this episode. There are some lighthearted comedic moments, and I'm very appreciative of that. But there was also some moments that hit me right in the feels, mostly with a lot of Saber stuff. She is just a wonderful character who deserves not to suffer and shoulder everything on her own, and I can't wait to see the outcome of her arc in this story. Well, with that being said, I believe I'm going to end today's session. We're going to be entering Day 5, so who knows what we're going to be seeing happen next, but I'm certainly excited for it. And I hope you are too, because I'm pretty sure we're going to be entering some even more wacky, crazier shit. So, if you stayed all the way to the end, I just want to tell you thank you very much. I really do appreciate it, and it means the world to me. So thank you. And I want you to know that wherever you are and whoever you are, if it's morning, day, evening, or night, please be sure to stay safe out there. And take care as well. I love you all, and again, stay safe. I'll see you guys next time in the next episode of Fate.